everything, and then I fell into such
it's
a
Becky
reading
from
slump.
Bex
So
and Books. I am here today with
I'm finally
my August
going
wrap
to
up.
finally, I
Videos
know
today,
it's been such a
including
hectic
the wrap
week.
up. I'm
we've
still
been
in
sick
that
and
reading
everything,
slump.
and then I fell
I
into
don't know
such
what
a
it
reading
is,
slump.
and it
So
sucks because I
I'm
love
finally
reading and I want
to
to read,
but every time I
film
pick up
some
a book, it's
videos
like,
today, including the wrap
not gonna
up.
happen.
I'm still in that reading
So
slump.
today I
what it
have,
is,
and it sucks because I love reading and I want to read, but every time I pick up a book, it's like, nah. So today I have 6 books that I have read in August, and funny thing is they're all 5 stars. I really had a good reading month. It's just they were all 5 stars. So I guess I'm more into a book hangover because I finished the Splinter trilogy, and I guess I'm just stuck because that world and most of the books I read were just amazing, and I guess I'm just stuck in those worlds. So here are the books I read for August. So first up we have More Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops by Jen Campbell. Perfect book. It was a nice, small, funny, easy read, which I adored. It was so funny, and it just makes you want to smack your head against a brick wall because some people that just what people say in bookshops, it's just, why? Just, I mean, oh my god. So yeah, that was definitely a 5 star. You can't really go wrong with that, being so small, but they were nice and easy and light, good to start off my month of August with. So I read obviously the weird things. Now it's More Weird Things. So I actually cannot wait to read more of Jen Campbell's works. I know she's got a couple more books out, obviously relating to bookshops and stuff, which I am really excited to order and get into when I get out of my reading slump and read all my other TBR books. So the next one I read was a graphic novel, The Walking Dead, Volume 4, The Heart's Desire. I love The Walking Dead. And I cannot wait for October, which is so close, for the next season. I believe it's season 6, and I thought what better way to sort of contain my excitement in a way than to read the graphic novels. And I am really enjoying the difference in it, but in no way is it bad or is the TV show bad. It's just, you know, obviously there are certain things that you need to put differently in a TV show, or less characters that probably don't mean too much, or are just useless in a TV show that you need to change, and I think they did such a great job. I haven't been able to watch Fear the Walking Dead yet because I don't have Foxtel or anything, and I haven't found a way to be able to watch it legally, so this will have to do until then. So I have volume 5 sitting on my shelves. Maybe I'll pick that one up this weekend, just something nice and easy. Maybe that will help get me out. So 5 stars. The next one I read was a buddy read with some gorgeous girls that I am forever grateful to have met through Instagram, through our mutual love of reading, and we decided to read Outlander by Diana Gabaldon together because it's been on all our TBRs for quite some time. Now we've decided to read all of Diana Gabaldon's Outlander series books. So that's exciting, and they are both amazing there. We've been sending pen pal letters to each other, which has been great. And this book, it was a chunky read. It took us probably a month or so to read it because we were also reading other books in between, but it is amazing. I've got to say that this book just is truly different. It is historical fiction, I would say. I did do a book review of this book, which I will link down below if you want to watch it. But this is a 5-star read. It was actually, for such a chunky book, it didn't feel that long. Like we had to literally had to pull ourselves back so someone would be able to catch up, or you know, we would say, oh, let's do a few more chapters today. We didn't really restrict ourselves too much, but we did do it so nicely that we were all able to sort of pretty much keep up with each other, and it was just amazing. I can't wait to pick up the second book, which I have started reading the first chapter of it, but that's when the reading slump happened and I'm just like, argh. So I do want to at least attempt a couple more chapters because they are pretty long chapters. But like I said, Outlander, if you haven't read it, please go read it. It was amazing. 5 stars. So the next one I read is Unhinged. Oh my goodness, Unhinged. This is the second book to the Splintered trilogy. I have probably talked about this in majority of my videos, and I think I will be doing a book review of the trilogy. Hopefully I will try to keep it spoiler free. So this one, as well as Instead by A.G. Howard, this one finished up the trilogy. They are just amazing. These books were fantastic. I didn't know what to do with my life when I had finished it. I don't want to give too much away, but it's about a girl named Alyssa Gardner who is kind of a descendant of Alice, who was the one that went down originally into the rabbit hole. It is kind of different in terms of it isn't all lovely and bunnies and stuff like that. It is quite, oh well, they twisted it so that the story could be more sweeter, but in actual fact, instead of it being the white rabbit, it's like the rabbit white, as in R-A-B-I-D, and it's not a cute bunny, it's got the inside out sort of style. So Tim Burton, as I keep saying in everything, it's Tim Burton's version, Lewis Carroll's version, and her imagination that meshed it all together quite well. I definitely will be reviewing this, so keep your eye out for that. So I won't talk about these too much then. So 5 stars for each of these. Damn them for finishing and for putting me in a kind of reading slump and hangover. So there you have it. And the covers are absolutely stunning. So they look great on my shelves. And the last book I read, which I will be definitely doing a review for, is Risk by Fleur Ferris. Now this is an Australian author, an Australian book, which I love to read of. Since I am Australian in Australia, you want to support your authors and stuff like that, and Fleur is just amazing at writing. This is her debut young adult novel, which I believe everybody needs to pick up straight away. I will definitely be reviewing this, but it is quite a thrilling, scary kind of book because it's so realistic. And even if you're not a young adult, if you're a mother or a father or even an older sister or brother, you do definitely need to pick this up because you need to know the signs of what your younger siblings could be up to and sexual predators on the internet. So this one is about 2 best friends who are Taylor and Sierra, and Sierra is the girl that gets everything she wants and Taylor is getting quite fed up with it. And then they meet this guy online who's sort of talking to them both, and then they don't realize that each other is talking to the same guy. He does send pictures of himself, but they're very blurry, and they're only 15 years old. And then she finds out that her best friend has been also talking to him, and she just keeps quiet about it because Taylor just feels like she's just an ordinary nothing girl. So she's used to being outshined by her best friend. And of course her best friend Sierra is going to meet up with this guy on the Friday, so the whole week that's all they hear about. They're getting really fed up with her talking about it, their group of friends. So on the Friday that she goes to meet up with them, she's planned to lie and get other people to lie for her to say, hey, I'm sleeping over at their house, and she's not. And this is exactly what girls do. They just say, I'm sleeping at this person's house, and they're meeting up with some random guy. But Sierra doesn't come back. Sierra doesn't come home on the Saturday morning, even though Friday night she said, hey, I'll be back Saturday morning because I'm going to stay the night with this guy. And she doesn't come back. And by Sunday, that's when they start to be a bit concerned, and they feel like they need to tell the adults what is going on because she hasn't come home. So it is such an emotional read and so true to the facts. And Fleur Ferris is actually an ex-policewoman, as well as, I believe, a paramedics. So she's definitely seen different sides to these types of cases. So it's definitely a must read for everybody. A 5-star. I would give it all the stars. This is probably one of my favorite reads of the year so far. It isn't a very big read. I did find it though enough. So definitely pick it up. I definitely will be reviewing this. She is such an amazing author, an amazing woman. So I can't talk about this enough. That's what I'm saying. So that is all that I read for August. I mean, 6 is pretty good, I guess. I did start picking up novels. I'm halfway through Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, but I still haven't finished it. It is a small read. I don't know why I haven't finished it. I'm just so slumpy. I just felt like it's just not happening for me. So that is all for today. I will be doing a September TBR. Now I think I'm going to make my TBR a lot smaller because I did have high hopes for this month, but I didn't accomplish it, and I do feel a bit down because of that. So I'm going to choose what my main books are going to be, but it may change. I didn't get to read or finish a classic this month, and I feel so ashamed because I didn't, and I'm trying to read more classics and I couldn't finish a classic. So I guess I just wasn't in that mood. So I've got to remember that if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So I will just make up for it the month after. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you found it likable. Subscribe if you would like. If you want to see more of these videos, please let me know down below if there's any suggestions, if you've read any of these books, if you have any recommendations that got you out of a reading slump. That would be much appreciated. So yes, I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading!